Hey, thanks for coming back. This is Sue, and I've got another book haul for you. I've got about 10 books, so I'm just going to jump right in here. I stopped off at Half Price Books about a week ago and spotted this whole series I was excited to get. It's the Uglies series by Scott Westerfield. And these are the original covers, the smaller size. This one happens to be a paperback. I like these covers better than the newer ones that are almost all white with just a slight image on there. So, like I said, I was happy to get a hold of these. Cool spine there. Book 1, Uglies. Book 2, Pretties. This one's also paperback. I got Specials. The tattoo thing on her eye there looks kind of cool. I don't know why they focus on an ear for the spine. That's going to look a little funny on the bookshelf. And then book 4 was only, they had it in hardcover, but I snatched it up while I was there. That's extras. I like the eyeball on that one. That techno eye. And that's right. And if you're not familiar with Uglies, it's sort of a dystopian YA series, and I'm just going to read the blurb from the back of book 1 here. Tally's about to turn 16, and she can't wait. Not for her license, for turning pretty. In Tally's world, your 16th birthday brings an operation that turns you from a repellent ugly into a stunningly attractive pretty, and catapults you into a high-tech paradise where your only job is to have a really great time. In just a few weeks, Tally will be there. But Tally's new friend, Shay, isn't sure she wants to be pretty. She'd rather risk life on the outside. When Shay runs away, Tally learns about a whole new side of the pretty world, and it isn't very pretty. The authorities offer Tally the worst choice she can imagine. Find her friend and turn her in, or never turn pretty at all. The choice Tally makes changes her world forever. I won't read the backs of the other ones, because I don't usually like to read the sequels in case it gives away anything, but I've been wanting to read that. It sounds really cool. Anything dystopian, I'm all over it. So really happy to find that whole set and everything. The next one I have is Zombie Blondes. This one sounds pretty cool. I'm going to read a little bit of the synopsis of this for you while this book stares at you. From the moment Hannah Saunders arrives in town, she felt there was something wrong. A lot of houses were for sale, and the town seemed infected by an unearthly quiet. And then on Hannah's first day of classes, she ran into a group of cheerleaders, the most popular girls in school. The odd thing was that they were nearly identical in their appearance. Blonde, beautiful, and deathly pale. But Hannah wants desperately to fit in, regardless of what her friend Lucas is telling her. If she doesn't watch her back, she's going to be blonde and popular and dead, just like all the other zombies in this town. Sounds really quirky. Not a very big book. There's the spine. Let's see, about 232 pages. Let's see inside this check is kind of a gray thing. The picture of the author is kind of scary. Brian James is the author. It says he lives in a small town in upstate New York that may or may not be overrun with zombies. He is currently researching the matter very carefully. I don't know if you can see this cover. It's a bit blurry, but he's kind of scary looking. He's kind of pop-eyed there, but I'm sure that's for the effect of it. But it sounds like it might be kind of funny, a little quirky, but I couldn't pass that one up. It just, the cover of that, look at that thing. That's just hilarious. A little bit Barbie on Barbie zombie or something. Then also at Half Price Books I came across another nice hardcover, Lauren Oliver's Before I Fall. First book I read from her is Delirium. Still haven't read Pandemonium yet, but this is actually her debut novel, so that'll be nice to kind of backtrack and see what her first books was. In fact, I don't know if you can see the shelf behind me, but a lot of the books on this shelf, these are all debut books, debut authors. There's Shatter Me, Die For Me, Article 5, Dead Beautiful, Cinder, Fracture, Under the Never Sky, Incarnate. I've joined the Goodreads debut author challenge, so I've challenged myself to read like 12 debut authors for the year, in addition to the 50 book challenge I've also doing. So I'll probably be adding this one to the shelf, but let me go ahead and read a little bit of the synopsis of it for those of you who haven't come across this before. What if you had only one day to live? What would you do? Who would you kiss, and how far would you go to save your own life? Samantha Kingston has it all. The world's most crush-worthy boyfriend, 3 amazing best friends, and first pick of everything at Thomas Jefferson High. From the best table in the cafeteria to the choicest parking spot. Friday, February 12th should be just another day in her charmed life. Instead, it turns out to be her last. Then she gets a second chance. 7 chances, in fact. Reliving her last day during one miraculous week, she will untangle the mystery surrounding her death and discover the true value of everything she is in danger of losing. So I actually didn't really know much about what this book was about other than it was by Lauren Oliver, and I liked Delirium, so I picked it up and wanted to read it. It's a pretty big book. That's the inside. Let's see. 470 pages, so pretty big read. Most definitely bigger than that one. But looking forward to reading that. Then I got a gift certificate to Target, and I popped in there just to see what they had, and I came across Pittacus Lore's The Power of Six. Now, I read I Am Number 4, and for those of you who aren't familiar with it, it's a story of 9 teenagers from the planet Lorien. They and their guardians are hiding out on Earth from the Mogadorian, their mortal enemies. And they're protected by a charm that states that they can only be killed in numerical order. And the book is about John Smith, and he is number 4. And the story takes place where the first 3 have already been killed, and he knows he's next. So he has to kind of lay low in hoping that his legacies will show up. And his legacies are like the power that they inherit or they grow into as they get older. He's not even sure what kind of power that might be. It could be invisibility, it could be speed, strength, whatever. But he's hoping that before the Mogadorian, I'm not even sure I'm pronouncing that right, the Mogadorian, find him, that he will inherit his legacies and be able to use them to help protect himself. And the other remaining teenagers. This book takes place after that, The Power of Six. So I'm looking forward to reading that. As you see, it says the Lorien Legacies on the side. There's the spine and the back. And the really cool thing is I love the inside of this book. It's got like the blue spiral, and it glows. Oh, kind of neat. So yeah, I'm looking forward to continuing the story. I saw, if you haven't, there's also a movie, I Am Number 4. That was pretty good too. And the last thing I picked up at Target, which I've had these on my Kindle, of course I've read them, is his monster box set, The Hunger Games. There's the all 3 books, The Hunger Games, Catching Fire, and Mockingjay. And a nice little set. And of course, individual covers, Hunger Games, Catching Fire. Really nice set. Figure if I'm going to get it, I might as well get it all boxed up. But I had already read them on my Kindle and everything, so these will probably just remain in mint condition, sitting on my shelf. I still haven't seen the movie. I'm dying to see the movie. I don't know, hopefully this weekend. We'll see if all works out and if I don't have a ton of reading to do, which I kind of do. But that's all I have for you today. I will be back again, either with a review or another book haul. We'll see. Put some comments down below. Let me know what you're reading. If you read any of these books. Anybody know if they're making a movie out of this one? I would imagine they probably would, but I haven't heard anything or any dates. But if you have any information, I'd love to see it down below in the comments. See y'all later. Take care.